fuck you. And if you watching this, fuck you again, and fuck you tomorrow, fuck you next week, because I don't give a fuck. Fuck you forever, bitch.
Niggas hate, but they bitches in love. Paint the Bentley all white like a dove. I took off, ain't the same as it was. Get her out, told her walk to the bus. Over zipper, can tell when it cut. You can't tell me that she ain't a slut. Who take you fooling?
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today is new. I got a new story time for you. And if you ain't finna watch, then what you got better to do? Today's story time is about the time I was arguing with one of my coworkers. So I used to work at this place called Little Caesars. I was a manager at Little Caesars at 17 years old. Yes, I was. And I had this other manager, and we had the same position. We make the same money and everything. And she was like 30 something years old. And so she kind of felt like because she was older, she was over us. She was over us. And I'm like, baby, we make the same money. We're here, okay? We're here. You're not here because you're older. No, you're here. We get paid the same amount. And I don't know how she was making a living off that, because baby, I was making $9.25, something like that, and it still was not enough. So I don't know what she was doing, but she needs a better job. But anyways, so one night I was a closing manager, meaning I was the only manager at the store for the night. And we had a secret shopper come in, and basically I got a message the next day, and my general manager was basically telling me like, the secret shopper in the store said that y'all did this, and this. And I'm like, I wasn't aware that this and this was happening. And, I'm pretty sure this didn't happen because I didn't see it. But when I went to work the next day, he basically was like, we checked the cameras and, they was doing what the secret shopper said. And because you was the manager, we're going to write you up. And I'm like, write me up for what? And he basically was like, you're the general manager. And yeah, we know you didn't see her eating the pizza on front counter, but you did hear the the person that makes pizza, you did hear them say what they said, and you didn't say anything to them. And I'm basically like, I understand that, but my job is not to tell people to watch their mouth. My job is not to control people. My job is to make sure shit get done, and that's what I did. And so I feel like I did my part. I didn't do anything wrong. There was nothing in there about me except for the fact that I was the only one that was helping him, because nobody else told me what he was waiting on. I didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And the reason everything went downhill is because we had a new boy, and he just kept giving out the wrong pieces and putting them in the wrong places, so everything got mixed up. So by the time secret shopper got there, we was just all over the place. And so he basically told me, I'm getting written up for that. And I'm like, okay. But the same day, I had just got an argument with my boyfriend, and my period was coming on, so I was crimping. So my face, I'm the type of person that I can't hide facial expressions. You know what I'm saying? So I look like I'm frowning, but I'm not trying to. So, I'm working, and everybody asks me, you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, I'm working. And so my general manager leave, and so now it's just me, this boy named Kendrick, and this boy named Lamar. And so I'm talking to Kendra, and me and Kendra just cracking jokes. We were just cracking jokes. And I was like, oh, you can't do that. You gonna get rolled up for that. Stuff like that. And we just laughing. We laughed and having a good old time. So then Lamar come up and he asked me, like, oh, what happened? Like, why you get rolled? I heard you got rolled up. What happened? And so I'm telling him, like, basically he rolled me up because he want me to be a babysitter. Yeah, I said it like that. And I was like, it's not my job to do this, and that. I don't get paid for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't get paid enough to do this. I don't get paid enough to do that. And so this day, I wasn't the closing manager. I was just there as an expediter, meaning I just do everything. I'm still a manager. I still get paid as a manager, but I'm not the closing manager. So I don't run the shift. I'm just there to help out. And so the closing manager that night, her name is Selena. So Selena hear me telling Kendrick and Lamar what's going on, and so she take it as I have an attitude. So I feel like it was kind of racist because I'm sitting here just telling people what happened, and you go call the general manager and tell him that I have an attitude, that I'm causing problems. Everybody in the store, we all laughing and playing. You're the only one with the attitude. So I feel like you got offended that I was saying, I don't get paid enough to babysit people. And because we make the same amount, that's why she was mad. But basically, I feel like it was racist because, I'm just sitting here explaining what happened, but you automatically view me as aggressive, and I'm just telling a story. So I'm like, dude, like I'm smiling. How can I have an attitude and be smiling at the same time? What kind of psycho bitch do you think I am? And so we was talking, playing, laughing, all this stuff. But meanwhile, I am cramping, so I'm kind of snappy. Like I don't have an attitude, but I really don't have the patience for all these orders and stuff right now because I'm not feeling too well. So she took it as, oh, she got an attitude, she causing problems, she's saying smart comments. Bitch, fuck you, okay? Fuck you. And if you watching this, fuck you again, and fuck you tomorrow, fuck you next week, because I don't give a fuck. Fuck you forever, bitch. And so my general manager called me and he's like, what's going on? And I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm not doing anything. And he like, oh, Megan told me that you have an attitude. I'm like, Megan? And she just walked back in because she said, she was walking out to take a smoke break or something like that. And so she walked back in. And he like, oh, Megan said this. So I start getting loud. I'm like, Megan said what? Because she walking in acting like she don't hear me. Like, bitch, I know you hear me. Fuck out of here. And so he like, he basically saying like, I know you have an attitude because I see you on the cameras. First of all, how the fuck can you tell somebody has attitude off of a camera? I'm doing my job. Orders are getting put out. I see if I'm not doing shit, but I'm making sure people get that pizza. So how the fuck can you tell I have an attitude off of a camera if I'm doing my job? And I said that all on the phone. So now we're going back and forth. And he like, oh, you have an attitude. And I'm like, I don't have an attitude. And he like, you do have an attitude. I see it on the camera. And I'm like, okay, I didn't have an attitude, but now I'm getting an attitude because you accusing me of having an attitude. Like, and he like, all right, Cameron, all right. And I'm getting loud. Like, I'm getting really loud because, like, this bitch really, she playing with my money now. And I don't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit that I could have reported her about, but I ain't do that because I know she got chicks. You know what I'm saying? She got kids. So I'm not gonna, snitch on her because I ain't that type of bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, we going back and forth on the phone. And he like, all right, clock out. And I was like, I bet. So I get off the phone and I'm like, I'm finna clock out. And so, basically, Megan knew, ooh, I've been saying her name the whole time. I don't give a fuck. Her name Megan. No, I shouldn't say that. Her name Megan, and she a bitch, okay? And so Selena is Megan, okay? Selena is Megan. And so Megan knew that I was finna walk up there to clock out. So she ran to the back. And so basically, you know, I tell Lamar, like, oh, I'm finna leave. And he like, dang, what happened? And I get loud. I'm like, because Megan gonna tell Maurice that I got an attitude, knowing I ain't got no attitude. And she just standing there acting like nothing happened. So I call my mom and I'm like, Mom, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. And then she like, all right, I'm on the way. And, you know, I'm sitting in front waiting on my mama. And, you know, she's just standing in the back washing dishes. Because she know she would have walked to the front, I would have had something to motherfucking say. And that's on period. Like, I was going off on her ass. She know I was going to go off on her ass. But, you know, I'm still talking loud, I'm popping my shit, because what the fuck is she gonna do? You can't write another manager up, baby, because we're at the same spot, so what are you gonna do? And so, my mama get there, and I get in the car, and I'm like, Mama, like, this nigga really just took her side. And so now I'm at this point, like, okay, that motherfucker racist too, because how the fuck you gonna tell me I got an attitude off the camera? You just taking her word for it. How the fuck are you gonna sit here and be like, oh, you got an attitude off the camera? And my mama like, yeah, fuck him. Like, what? Like, you better lose your job, bitch. And so I'm like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna lose my job. He ain't text me none of it. So I go back to work the next day. Don't hear nothing. And he don't say nothing to me. It is what it is. You know, we just going on about our little day. But she was working with me that next day I had came back, basically, and I guess she told him, you know, that we don't need to be on the same shift, because, like, I was not fucking with her. I was not talking to her. Unless you talking to me about work, we ain't got nothing to talk about. And I don't give a fuck. You can say something to all these, or you can tell her to tell me something, but don't talk to me, because I might just slap you in your face, for real. And so, yeah, after that shift, I ain't see her no more, because she already knew what the fuck was popping. I was not scared of her. Just because you 35, 30, 36, 30, I don't know how old you was. Just because you 30-some years old don't mean nothing, because I would get my mama on your ass, okay? And she lucky I didn't. Because if I did, all hell would have broke loose up in that Little Caesars. I don't give a fuck. And for that was that. After that, you know, when I did see her, I didn't say nothing to her. And, you know, she got the gym to change the schedule. So after that, I really didn't see her. And then I quit, like, the next week. I did. But to this day, it's fuck that bitch, because I hate that bitch. I hate that bitch, okay? She was hating on all the other managers because we was 16, 17, 18 years old doing shit that she doing at 30 fucking years old. Get a life, bitch, okay? And that's just what it is. Get a fucking life. If you would have had your life right, you know. And she always constantly, like, she was bullying, you know, bullying people at the job and everything because she 30 years old. Like, girl, first of all, don't be mad at us because you're 30 years old working with teenagers, okay? If you would have did what the fuck you was supposed to do in your life, you would not be at this Little Caesars. So I don't give a fuck what you got to say. I really don't. I hate that bitch. I really do. And that's on everything I love. I hate that bitch. But one thing I would change, I would have walked back to that bitch washing them dishes, and I would have said what I had to say. That's what I would have did. That's what I should have did. But you know what? I didn't. But if I could change it, I would have went back there, and I would have quit that day, because I would have went off on her ass. One thing I learned, one thing I learned is that you gotta take up for yourself no matter what. Because everybody in my family was like, oh, you should just say okay and keep it pushing. No, fuck no. You're not finna tell me I have an attitude when I don't have an attitude. Because that's gonna give me an attitude. Take up for yourself no matter what. It don't matter for life, if your job on the line or not. Take up for yourself. Because you know what? Ain't nobody going to take up for you better than you can take up for you. Okay? If they accusing you of something that you know you didn't fucking do, tell them you didn't fucking do it. Okay? Tell them. Tell them. Because they need to know that you didn't fucking do it. They need to know. I want you all to like, comment, and subscribe. I really do wish you all the best. I don't wish her the best, but I wish all of you the best. Yeah, if you want a birthday shout out or any shout out, just cash out me $1. The Cash App is in the description box below. Yeah. It's been real, y'all. Peace.